Hello everybody and welcome back again in the Mile 1 Center from St. John's, Newfoundland. The third of 4 meetings between the Growlers and the Wildhounds this season. They'll finish off tomorrow night back in Toronto. Lionel Ryerson making his third consecutive start against the Growlers in this 4-game set. And the Growlers have dropped the first 2 in a row already. Evan Cormier gets the start tonight. It's the Growlers in the Maple Leaf Blue uniforms who will get the victory tonight. Wildhounds won their season opener in blue and white, 6-2 back in Toronto. Face off here, and it's won back by the Growlers. Hoffenmeyer down the right side. He has Susie making his way to the net. Susie to the net! Great stop, Ryerson early. Here's Carr. Tries to get it back ahead for Toronto. That's play to Power. In, shoots. Fired wide. McKinney. Back to Woods. Toronto can't get it out. Power keeps it in here. And here's a chance to the net. And a great play by Woods to get back and defend. Now in the corner, picked up by Matheson. Gets it ahead to Owen Carr. Carr, he'll fire it down. That goes in and around. And for some help now in the corner there. Bafia. Back to Hoffenmeyer. Played to Susie. And Susie turns it over at the line. Turns back, it's poked ahead. Hoffenmeyer off the boards and back. Power to Susie. To the net. Shoots! Stopped by Ryerson again. Just past the 5-minute mark of this first period. And that's turned over. Now Woods will get it back ahead. He has 3 goals, the league leader for the Wildhounds as well. Shoots! Walker down. First test tonight for Cormier. Pass back in front to hit a skate. Susie brings it out. Petrozelli, the backup this year. As Cormier gets another chance. Here's a pass back. To the corner it goes. Bafia taken by Moxon. He had 2 goals last night in the 4-1 win. Pass in front. That goes off the back of the net. Lash after Todd Skirving. Rookie versus rookie. That's played to Bafia. Almost halfway through this first period. Blyer over skates. Gave it away. Here come the Growlers down the right side. Drop the Johnstone. Another save by Ryerson. Good chances for the Growlers in this period. That's poked ahead. Not out. Now it is out. And Lash overskated it. Skirving is back in. Matheson trying to get back. Here's the chance. Skirving slows down, centers that back to Johnson. 8 minutes to go in the period. In, shoot, scores! Open up the wickets of the netminder Ryerson. And the Growlers strike first. So Newfoundland has the lead on this third night in a row against these two teams. Here we go. Faceoff will come back here to center ice. Just under 8 minutes to go in the opening period. Growlers lead at 1-0. They scored 1 last night in the 4-1 loss. Here's Samuel Connors. Moves in for Toronto. That's knocked back to Walshwin. Played for Beaker. In for Riley. Lawson has it back. O'Brien off the puck. Lawson brings it in. He has Joseph. Drops that for Connors. Shoots. It stopped. It's bouncing in the air. Knocked down by the Growlers. In the corner of the zone. They get it back ahead to O'Brien. And out. Cleaned up there. Samuel Connors has it back. Here's Connors. Drops it back to Joseph in front of the net. And what a save! It stays out. Evan Cormier makes a beautiful stop on that one. Connors thought he had it in. What a play by the Growlers. 3-way passing play. And Evan Cormier has been very sharp in this game for the Growlers here tonight. Under 5 to go in the first. 1-0 Newfoundland in front. Game 3 of the year between these two clubs. Out of the 4 meetings this year. Here's Ryan Jazowski. Down comes the right side and looks in. Tries to get a shot. He did. Stopped by Ryerson. Beaker back ahead to Shears. Shears lost the puck to Jazowski, and here he comes through center and back in. Johnson trying to get it right back out. Bluefay. Walshwin to Shears. Overskated. Huge collision there. Growlers gave it away. Here's Wadge. Just under 2 to go in this opening period. Fired in by Toronto. Johnson in the corner. It's all Newfoundland right now, even though it's only 1-0. Shot fired at the net. Scores! Shears has his first of the year to tie it up at 1. A big goal for the Toronto Wildhounds. Late in the first, Benjamin Shears has his first of the year. And it comes late in this first period. Everyone thought that that was it for the period, that it's going to be 1-0 Newfoundland after 1, and then Shears comes out of nowhere and gets one in the back of the net for his first of the year to tie the game at 1 late in the first. Cormier shaking his head. He made that beautiful stop. Then that slap shot finds a way to get through him and in. And we're tied. Draw one back. Growlers had the lead, but it won't last as we're tied. Power gave it away. Here's Woods. Now Carr plays that down the ice. That's on net. Cormier plays it out. That'll do it for one. It's 1-1 after 20 tonight from Newfoundland. Shots are goal that period. 5 aside. It's 1-1. The hits 5-3 Wild Hounds. Faceoffs 3-1 Growlers. No power plays. 1-1 after 1. Welcome into the second period here tonight. Growlers and Wild Hounds. A lot of action still to be played and a tie game. Susie up that right side. He'll flip it in. McKinney's to it for Toronto. That's played. It's turned over to Susie. Drops it back to Hoffenmeyer. Stolen back here. And here come the Wild Hounds, but crushed just outside the zone. Hoffenmeyer in response was taken. Bafia back ahead to Power. Here's Marcus Power. In shoots. Ryerson made a huge save. Matheson back. Woods has it now. He'll fire it off a leg. Knocked down by Hoffenmeyer. Way back to Susie. Green with control. Back to Power again. Carr ahead. That finds Bwyer. In come the Wild Hounds. That drop pass back to Matheson. In shoots. Stopped by Cormier. Kept in again. Moxon from behind the net. Plays that in behind for Lash. And it got past him, and Bafia has it now. And here come the Growlers, just trying to get it out of the zone. Bwyer on him. Stole it. Power has it in behind the net. Power's taken down. Moxon gets in there after the puck. Both teams fighting hard for it right now. Green back to Power, and finally out comes Susie. He'll turn back. Back for Power. 1-1 game, almost halfway. That's played to Alex Lash, and here comes Lash for the Wild Hounds. Could not get it there. Spun back. It's played ahead to Green. Here's Green. Moxon back to Samuel Connors. And we're still tied at 1 at the halfway mark of this contest. Skirving ahead. Johnstone has a break. Johnstone stopped by Ryerson. His best stop tonight. Here's Joseph back to Lawson. Wild Hounds are a tired team, and they've played good the last few nights, so you got to cut them a break for tonight's game. They haven't looked the same here tonight, and yeah, it is probably because they're a tired club, and playing the same team 4 times in a row, it does kind of get exhausting. Joseph in front, can't get it to the net. Johnstone is there. And here come the Growlers. Down that right side, 6.5 to go in the period. Tied at 1 in this one. Skirving turns it over. Joseph, that's given away. Back here's Johnstone to Skirving. Stopped by Ryerson. That was right on. Played to Haidar. Kept in by the Growlers. Looking, shooting. Stopped. Loose in front. Knocked down by Toronto. Here comes Woods. 3 goals on the year. Makes his way inside. Fans on the shot completely. And now a penalty coming against Toronto. With 3:50 to go in this second period. Tied at 1. The draw. One back controlled here by Hoffenmeyer. Looks in, drops it back to Bafia. In for Power. In. Drops. Green in front. Scores! Gordy Green! Late in the second period puts the Growlers back on top. 2-1. It's a power play goal. And the Growlers have done it again to the Wild Hounds. The Wild Hounds penalty kill now 6 for 9 on the year. Yeah, I was doing very good, and then a giveaway right in front. And there are the Growlers to clean it up. So here we go. And a very interesting lead. Very interesting. The Growlers back in front 2-1. Late in the second period. Are things going to pick up? 3 minutes to go in the second period. Here's Moxon. He has it here for Toronto. Drops it back for Lash. In, shoots, fan on it. Trying to get it to the net. And outweighted himself. Now Lash. Green with it back. Kept in by the Wild Hounds. There's Moxon to the puck first. Looks from behind in front. Drop shot. Blocked rebound. Glove save Cormier that time. Played down to Hoffenmeyer. In front of the net. Gets that back to Green. Time running out in the period. Power back to Bafia. Bafia plays that to Green. Huge collision. They get it again with Power. Looks to the net. Can't get a shot there. And that'll do it for 2. The Growlers lead it. 2-1 through 40 against the Toronto Wild Hounds in the third of 4 meetings between these two teams. Shots on goal in the game are 10 for Newfoundland with 2, 7 for the Wild Hounds with 1. The hits are 13-7 Toronto. Face-off 6-1 Growlers. Power plays Newfoundland 1 for 1. 2-1 Growlers after 2. Welcome into this third period here tonight from Newfoundland. Second and final meetup here in Newfoundland. There will be one more meeting back in Toronto to finish the season set between these two teams. 4 games in a row against them. Here's Green. Brings it in. He has Power on the right. Power. We've seen the Wild Hounds in some comebacks. This one's going to have to be a comeback. Here's a drop pass. The Cleaver in shoots. There's Cormier. Gets the glove out and makes the easy stop and holds on for Newfoundland. So early in this third period, it's a tight one. Last night, the final was 4-1 Wild Hounds. It's 2-1 Growlers here in the third tonight. Nothing in that second period for the Wild Hounds. They are held off the score sheet. Here it's picked up Woods. Just like last night, held off the score sheet in the second. Cleaver tries to center that to the front. Power's there. And out come the Growlers. At center ice, they gave it away to Owen Carr. Carr moves in. Carr to the net. Look, shoots! And he ran out of room as Cormier, I think, took it off his stick and grabbed it to hold on. So here we go. One back by Hoffenmeyer. He has control. That's played to Gordy Green. Up that left side. Green. Poke back ahead. Toronto trying to get the puck and give it away again. There's Flyer. He'll fire it down for Toronto. In deep it goes around. Lash left alone to the net. And he ran out of room as it's cleared down by Newfoundland. He'll go for icing. 13:06 to go third period. Newfoundland leads 2-1. This is as tight as it gets. Newfoundland has more time on attack as well. They've looked like the better team in this game. Toronto needs to get their heads awoken here in this third period. Matheson back. McKinney fires. High and wide. Lash tried to knock it down. Power. Here's Soucy. Out he comes. Closed off, and it's right back in the Newfoundland zone. Comes free for Lash. Taken down. Dwyer in front. That finds Moxon. He tried to tuck it in tight quarters. Lash back after it. Bothia has the puck here. Lash back in deep. Bothia with it again to Soucy. And he gave that away. Lash to Moxon. Back to Lash. Bad pass. Picked up again by the Wild Hounds. Dwyer in shoots. Stopped by Cormier. 9 minutes left. Moxon in front of the net. That drop back shot off a stick. And a penalty coming to the Wild Hounds. 8:32 to go. Newfoundland back to the power play. They're 1 for 1. They lead it 2-1. Late here in the third, in their third of 4 meetings with Toronto this year. One back controlled here by Johnson. Plays that back over. Back to Johnson. Fired off a leg. They get it again. Skirving. Great save by Ryerson to keep it out. Now the Wild Hounds shorthanded with Riley Lawson. Lawson drops it back. Here's Joseph in! And that shot didn't really make its way to the net properly. Johnson. Picked up again by Toronto. Past Joseph right on. That's easily knocked away. Mawindi has it again. Lawson in there causing trouble again. Kicked back to Johnson. Skirving with it. Kept in by Toronto. Feaker back in front. Lawson can't get it to the net. Frustrations there for Toronto in this one tonight. 6.5 to go in the period. In they come. Johnson back. Skirving can't get it to the net. Luke Cleaver. Here comes Toronto. Cleaver. All he's got. Speeds in, drops it back. Here's Dwyer, and he just missed. Cleaver, 5 minutes. Here's a pass back in front of the net. Never found anybody. Johnson. They have it again. 4 minutes. Skirving. And down come the Growlers. Breakaway here. Scores! And that should do it. 3-1. They get a late goal here in the third. Now the Growlers find a way tonight. And the Wild Hounds have just not been up to strength in this game since the get-go. They got that goal late in the first to even things, and then they disappeared in that second period, giving up a lot of chances that finally led to a goal. And here in the third, a late goal to put it away. Shot. Scores! Well, maybe not yet. Ryan Woods, the leader for the Wild Hounds, now has his 4th of the year, and it brings them back within 1 again late. Took them all that time just to get a goal again, though, and things are interesting now, late stages of this third period. Still 2.5 left, 3-2 Newfoundland leads. Third game of the year between these two. Picked up by Luke Cleaver off the faceoff. In he comes. He shoots. Scores! Picks the corner. Rips it home. And the Wild Hounds, a stunning return late here in the third. 3-3. And it's Luke Cleaver. And he has his second of the year. Cleaver just comes off that faceoff and doesn't make a mistake. Puts it to the net. Cormier absolutely fooled. 2 late Toronto goals here in the third period to even it out. The draw. One back by Toronto again. Woods will fire. It's knocked down. Johnson. And the Wild Hounds try to knock it back in again. Skirving. In he comes. Tries to get it to the goal. Melindy. That's poked out. Here's more trouble as it's poked further and picked up by Toronto. Melindy. Back with it again. Here come the Growlers. 50 seconds left. Last night a 4-1 final here in favor of the Toronto Wild Hounds. In front! And a stop Ryerson. It came free right to the Growlers. Here's Carr. Back to Woods. 4 goals on the year. The league leader. In shoots. Knocked away. Cleaver has it back. Centers that in front for Carr. Skirvin gets it. And out come the Growlers. Under 30 seconds left. Closed off there inside the zone. Here's David Moxon. He'll fire it down. That goes all the way around. And Cleaver's after it again. Johnson in front of his net. And here's Skirving. Just about gave it away. Comes down that left side. Woods gets it back. 10 seconds left. Here's Woods. Enters. Drops back for Moxon. He'll drop it back. A shot for Cleaver. Can't get it to the net. And it looks like the first time this year the Toronto Wild Hounds and the Newfoundland Growlers will have overtime. And that will be the case here tonight. 3-3 after 3. Toronto with a stunning late return in the third period. My goodness. So it's 3-3 after 3. Overtime required. Going to overtime tonight from Newfoundland. 3-3 after 3. The stats pretty much even. Let's get straight to the action. Welcome into the overtime period. Toronto's taking the first 2 against the Growlers. In Toronto 6-2. Here in Newfoundland last night 4-1. Now overtime tonight as they were down 3-1 in this game to the Growlers but came back. Carr gave it away. Here's Matheson back ahead to Luke Cleaver. And here come the Wild Hounds with speed. Cleaver winds up late. Shoots! Stopped by Cormier. Not enough on that shot. Carr tries to get it back in further. Hoffenmeyer's there. No Hoffenmeyer. Toronto keeps the puck in. Here's trouble now. Pass in front! And it just missed Carr. He could not settle it down. Bafia in the corner. Poked back and around behind. Chasing after it now. Bafia, and again stolen. Wild Hounds to win it. And that stop rebound. Oh, he got across it. Got that one too. Hoffenmeyer. Toronto came to play in this overtime period. Bafia turns back in his own zone. Plays that ahead to Hoffenmeyer. One-on-one. That's poked out. And here's Cleaver with it again. Cleaver has Carr with him. Cleaver in shoots. And that one goes over the net. Here's a chance from behind. In the corner, taken down. Now 2 men back. And here come the Growlers in overtime. Matheson power one-on-one. He can't get it to the net properly. Held off there was one of the Wild Hounds. That's play to Cleaver. Luke Cleaver now. 1:10 to go in the overtime period. Fired wide of the net. In behind it goes for David Moxon. Moxon goes to the corner. Cleaver in their power. That's poked back to the net where Cormier will have it. And hold on with just a minute left in the overtime. 3-3. We're in overtime in the third of 4 meetings between these two this year. One back control that goes wide of the net. Woods will pick it up. Drops that back to Moxon. In for Sealer to hit his skate. And goes to the corner. Moxon to it again. Moxon looking in front. Still has help. Backhanded to the net. It took a weird hop. Johnson. And here come the Growlers in this overtime period. They gave it away to Beaker. And it goes. Johnson turned over to Woods. He shoots off a stick. And out come the Growlers again. Tired. Huge collision. Woods off the boards. Back to David Moxon. Moxon. He'll find help to Woods. Woods moves in to the net. Scores! Woods for his 5th of the year. It's an overtime winner. And the Wild Hounds come back and they take 3 of 4 against the Growlers. They finish tomorrow night back in Toronto. What a game. What a comeback tonight for the Toronto Wild Hounds. It looked like they were out of this thing when it became 3-1 and they turned it back, and they win this game 4-3 in overtime. Woods another 2-goal night against the Growlers. In overtime, your final score 4-3. Toronto comes back from a 3-1 deficit. They trailed twice in this game, 1-0 and then 3-1, and found a way to come back and win in overtime. A final score 4-3 tonight from Newfoundland. So the Growlers collect their first point of the year, but they fall short 4-3 in extra time on home ice to the Wild Hounds. So on the year, they're now 0-2-1, and the Wild Hounds 3-0-0.